I'm Dallas with LowerGear Outdoors. We're an outdoor gear shop in Tempe, Arizona. One of the product lines we have are all kinds of different kayaks. If you have a kayak, you also need to invest in a good paddle in most cases, and also in all cases you need a good life vest. And what I wanted to do today is just go through some of the different styles that might help you choose the right one for you. We'll get into the weeds a little bit about what the different types of life vests and what the ratings on them and those kinds of things mean. But we have at the store, we have all kinds of them: inflatables, the traditional foam style. We have them for stand-up paddle boards as well. Before we get into discussing the different model types between the ones that we sell most of here at the shop for kayak and general boating purposes, a little bit of background might be helpful. Coast Guard requires a life vest on the boat for every passenger. You don't necessarily have to have it on. There are some circumstances you do, but in a kayak, generally speaking, you've got to at least have a life vest on the boat with you. Common sense says wear it, and that's what we always encourage. There are 5 types. Types 1 and 2 are mostly for commercial fishermen and that kind of thing. Types 4 and 5 are not as protective, but Type 3 are the ones that are usually used for most recreational boating and kayaking purposes. Those are the ones that we sell the most of at the store, and those are the ones that we want to show you different styles within that Type 3 category that you should consider for you. What I want to show you next are these are the backs of the traditional foam style life vest. This one's called a high back, this one's somewhat medium, and this would be a thin back. All 3 of these have the similar amount of material. You notice this one's much thicker here compared to this one, but the amount of foam material that's helping keep you afloat is about the same in this one as it is in this one. It's a comfort thing that impacts which one would be the one that you would want. If you have and it has to do with your kayak seat, this one would be good for sit-ins and some sit-on tops, depending on the height of the seat that you're sitting in. This is designed to go on top of the seat back, so if it's down low, this will sit right on top and it doesn't impede your comfort. If you have a straight back like that, then this might push you forward. So these would be less inclined to do that, and so that would be a part of your decision tree as to what kind of seats that you have in your kayak could influence which life vest you want to go with. Again, in the Type 3 category of life vest, we talked a little bit about the traditional foam style. There's also inflatable styles, and then this one is a hybrid. The advantage of the foam ones on that they are on all the time. So if you fall overboard, you have immediate buoyancy assistance. The inflatables are less in the way, very lightweight. They're going to be cooler, but you do have to wherewithal in some of these, like this one for example, sort of like a parachute. It works off of a CO2 cartridge, but you have to pull the cord to activate it. Now, these inflatables will have a bite valve in it, so if you want to add some buoyancy at all times, you can do that. And then this style, it's called a hydrostatic inflatable, and it will, once submerged in water, it will trigger it, so it's automatic. So you do have automatic protection with this one. They do get more expensive as you go up this way. This one is a hybrid, so it has foam in the front and the back that's on all the time. But if you wanted additional buoyancy, depending on your circumstances after you fell in the water, you would just pull the cord there, and that would give you additional inflation. It has a standard CO2 cartridge in it. You can buy these separately, so if you do discharge it once because you fell in, you'll be able to just simply replace that. It's not like you have to replace the whole thing. This style is for often common with paddleboarders. This will go around your waist like a fanny pack. It's also a inflatable, and what you do with this one is if you yank it, it will expand out, and that expansion part has a little loop on it. You just put that over your neck, and at that point you have the same buoyancy assistance that you would with these others. The last consideration in your decision making outside of budget is the size of the life vest. Some of these are universal and some of them are size. They're going to be size anything from infant down to up to extra large. And again, it's a function of chest size for most adults. This is an example of an infant ones. They're going to have a few more attachments to better secure the child in. These are going to be rated by weight. So like a lot of the clothes that you buy, if you're out boating a lot with an infant, you'll have to continually get bigger life vests for those as they get bigger. The adjustments are mostly going to be in here in the side and in the shoulder straps. I'm a medium-sized guy and I can wear an extra small and I can wear an extra large, but obviously somewhere in the middle of that would be better. You just want to make sure that it's secure without being too hot or overly tightened, so that there's no way it can slip off of you if you fall in the water. Well, hopefully you know a little bit more about life vests now, and when you come to decide which one is best for you, you'll be a little more informed. One easy way to do it is just stop by the store whenever it's convenient. You can try some on, find the best one for you and your boating needs.